I don't want to insult guys, but bro, I see this in my Discord server. We have a massive Discord server, maybe you've joined. You can find the link in the description. But I see a fair amount of guys who have literally got their nofap day in their Discord name. Oh, my name's Steve and I'm on day 73. And I just think, bro, you're gonna relapse and it's actually gonna fuck you up because of how much you've added this to your identity. This was never the plan, was it? When we discovered this shit and we discovered, you know, like we went through Jeffrey propaganda when we grew up, didn't we? How accessible porn was. I remember some dickhead teachers and like government propaganda told us that masturbation and porn was healthy. Do you ever remember that propaganda? Because I do. And I get pissed. Like, bro, it'll be 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, fucking December or something. And I'll literally just wake up and think, hang on a minute. I literally vividly remember propaganda where sophisticated, clean shirt motherfuckers, teachers on posters and shit, who told us that masturbation would have been good for us. Who told us how to masturbate. That was my sex ed class. They told, like, that pisses me off, right? But having said that, if you are currently so obsessed with nofap semen retention that it's literally your Discord name is like how many days you're on, bro, it's a part of your identity. You're a guy who's trying to quit right now, which means that you are also the guy who's going to fail. Don't be the guy who's trying to quit. Be the guy who just simply doesn't do it. Because imagine there's two people, right? And let's use a different example. Let's say that they both smoke. So there's Jeffrey, and we won't say Adonis because Adonis obviously doesn't smoke cigarettes, but we'll say Jeffrey, and then there's Jessica. And Jessica's on her way to be Anastasia, right? Jeffrey and Jessica both smoke, and then they realize that they want to stop smoking cigarettes and they just want to go clean from that, right? Jeffrey goes the nofap route, which all these dickhead YouTubers will tell him, okay, if you once you get to day 90, then your lungs will be cured. And so Jeffrey's like, okay, I really want to get to day 90. Jessica does more of like a psychological analysis on herself and realizes, you know what? I don't want to be this kind of person anymore. I'm not a smoker anymore. Okay, they're both on 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Jeffrey's etching it into his wall. Yes, come on, getting closer, getting closer. Jessica's just living her life and she's becoming more and more like Anastasia. Suddenly, let's say they both go out to a social event, maybe a party. Jeffrey's offered a cigarette and Jessica's offered a cigarette. What do you think Jeffrey and Jessica say? Jeffrey says, oh, no, thanks. I'm trying to quit. But his friends keep on offering him the cigarette and they smoke next to him and he likes the smell. Then his cravings go through the roof till eventually Jeffrey's back to smoking again. He's relapsed. But what about Jessica? She meets some new people there and they tell her, oh, you want to smoke? And she says, no thanks, I don't smoke. They don't ask her again and she doesn't even get the craving because she doesn't smoke. Because she changed who she was, not just got obsessed with the act of quitting. Because if you get obsessed with the act of quitting, it's still a part of your identity. You're not over. It's the exact same with nofap. All of these YouTubers, bro, I promise you, I've watched a lot of YouTube. There isn't a single good nofap YouTuber out there right now. I've made like maybe 5 videos on nofap, which are better than their entire channels. Their channels, when I just see the titles and I just think like, you're ruining young men's mental health. What the fuck are you doing telling people about like, oh, but the nofap's benefit timeline? Go fuck yourself. It pisses me off every time I have to speak about these little cretins, bro. They're just weird guys who sit at home and like count fucking etching in their wall and stuff, man. Yeah, they might be trying to help guys, but I don't think they're doing it in a good way. I think they're not really trying to help. They're just trying to make videos which perform well. The issue with ejaculating too much is that your prolactin spikes the fuck up, which means that then your testosterone levels go down. So just like cortisol and testosterone, the same thing actually happens with prolactin and testosterone. So you know the post-nut clarity, you know, after you bust a nut, whether you've masturbated or you've had sex, you get this dip in your energy. You feel lethargic. You've lost all of your horniness for like at least 20 minutes, right? That is a huge spike in prolactin, and prolactin is like a counter to testosterone, which then goes down. Now, for most guys, this issue is coming from porn and masturbation. But actually, for some guys who think that they're above this, which could be you soon, they actually are going through this issue even in sex. Even when you have sex and you ejaculate then, that still decreases your testosterone. That still makes you feel lethargic and tired. Honestly, you might think like sex is amazing and stuff, but there are some consequences to this, and any guy who's fucked a lot knows that if you meet a girl and you have sex like 4 times in a day, after that you're just not interested in women for like at least hours. There's a lot of like bedroom mistakes that young men are making, and there isn't a lot of good advice for this. There's a lot of Jeffrey propaganda out there. I've made a private video for that, which is in the description. 3 bedroom mistakes to watch out for. Go and click on that right now.